To make the Lovebirds dress, I started with these heart-shaped vintage fabric prints. These were probably designed to be pillow kits, but I found 3 at the recycled fabric store and knew that I wanted to do something really special with them. I added a quilted backing, which I also got secondhand, and then I stitched around the birds to make them more of a focus. There they are, loving each other. Then I stitched the heart around the edges, and I prepared a ton of this white ruffled trim, which is going to go around the heart as well as the hem of the garment. Next, I took my pink gingham fabric and started draping it on the mannequin to figure out the shapes. I needed some bias tape, so I cut it out diagonal to the gingham squares. This will become a trim around the edge of the heart. Closing up the center top was kind of a pain in the butt. I basically did a lot of fabric origami and then hand stitched it all in place. Once that was done, I pinned on the heart ruffle lace and then swapped the pins for a basting stitch, which is holding all the layers together. So here the dress is starting to take shape. I marked out my cut lines on the main fabric and then transferred it all to a lining layer. This gets sewn together and serged. Then I start figuring out my elastic channels because I want the entire top part of the dress to be stretchy. Even though the gingham is printed and so the lines aren't perfectly straight, I'm still using them as a guide because that's what's going to make it look straight in the end. After the elastic is all secured, I can finally attach it to the heart. Once again, I'm basting it together because there's a lot of layers here and I don't want to have a bunch of machine stitches all on top of each other. Once I'm happy with the placement, then I can do the final machine stitches, which are going to hold it together permanently. So when the basting comes out, there's just 2 rows of machine stitching that is holding together the heart, the trim, and the main part of the dress. Then I repeat the process of lining and putting elastic in the back of the dress. I want the hemline to be a V shape like the bottom of a heart, so I used my rulers to figure out that shape. Then it's time for final assembly, including adding pockets, adding trim to the hem, making shoulder straps, and generally just finishing everything up. I added this ribbon lace around the waist as a cincher, but I couldn't find the right ribbon, so I just dyed it. I wanted the shoulder straps to be adjustable, so I put in buttonholes at the back. My fabric pen is water soluble, so I just spray it to make all of those marks magically disappear. Now there's 4 different options for the strap length depending on where you button it. And the final step is signing my work with a fabric tag. So here is the final look. I'll have a separate video on the bag, but I'm really happy with how the dress came out. It has all kinds of special features. It's very, very adjustable for different body types, and it has a lot of really cute details. This is now up on my site as a set with the bag, and I hope you love it as much as I do.